If you want to learn how we still maintain over an $8,000 a month Etsy profit, even in 2024, even with competing against a bunch of people reselling things from China or drop shipping, right? We are a handmade business and we still clear that amount of profit per month. And you're definitely going to want to stay to the end. And if you do stay to the end, we're going to reveal why our business in this last month has plateaued. As you can see, this line compared to the previous time period, our shop has really plateaued as far as growth. So I'm going to reveal why that is for our particular shop and how we're going to fix it. And again, guys, this is over $8,000 a month profit, not revenue, because I'm a big numbers person and revenue doesn't really mean much. But for some reason, the internet loves revenue, but profit is actually what matters. And we can prove this to ourselves because I posted this video about how much revenue I made and it got over 1 million views on YouTube. But then when I posted a follow-up video on how much actual profit I made on over $2 million in sales, the video got not 1 million views. So guys, profit is actually what matters for your business. So make sure you stick around to learn all of the valuable tips I'm about to share about how we do this for our shop. By the way, guys, if you're curious of how I just showed you my Etsy profit, this is the newest profit tracking tool. Well, the only Etsy profit tracking tool that exists on the internet, which it shows you your actual profit on all of your products and your top line revenue after all of your fees, marketing, your product costs. So you can actually get a real visual of your Etsy profit. So make sure you guys click the link in the description if you're curious about Profitry and signing up for your free trial. All right, so now let's get into what we do as a business. So the first thing that we do as a business, which is something that if you're starting out for the first time, you really need to find your angle. So I talk about finding your angle all the time, which is what is the unique value proposition that you are going to offer for your customers that nobody else offers. So a unique value proposition is usually manifests into you're doing something that is more difficult to do. So you have less competition or less people competing with you. So a lot of times to increase value proposition for your business, that means more work. But the reality is that is what has built the backbone of this store. So what are ways that people can increase value propositions for their products? You can offer more variation than anyone else does on the market, which is what we do. You can offer personalization. You can offer bundles for a slightly cheaper discount. So if everyone's selling one off of your item, you can sell your items bundled together. And if they buy it bundled together, then it's slightly cheaper than if they just bought one item. You can come in at a cheaper price point. If you can just outprice the market or make your items cheaper, then you can come in cheaper. Or you can go the other direction where if no one's selling the quality that you sell and you have a price justification, you actually could come in at the most expensive of into the market, but there has to be a justification for why your price is more expensive. So if everyone's selling fake linen goods and you come in selling real linen, whatever you're making out of real linen, it's 100% real organic linen that has the organic stamp on it, that's a price justification for why you could charge more. Same thing if someone's selling fake leather goods versus real true leather goods. So to recap, what are some ways that you can increase your value proposition? Offering more variation, offering personalization, bundling, price, either going cheaper than the market or having a higher ticket value proposition for quality or some justification of why yours is more expensive. And by the way, if you are going to do that, you need to make sure that you put it in your marketing. So in your photography, your descriptions, your video, you need to market that thing that makes it justified to spend more money. So if you are better quality or your marketing is just better because your imagery is more better, right? You need to showcase that in your marketing because your customers, they're just going to see more expensive. So if you're not putting it in their face why yours is better, like, market yourself in your images, like you showing actually making the product or, putting graphics in your images that show that your product is actually sourced from a better place or better quality, right? You actually need to do that marketing to justify that. So before we get too down that rabbit hole, let me just clarify that. So yeah, those are a bunch of different ways that you can come into the marketplace by offering more value that helps you stand out. Other things that this shop does is that we are very precise about our future product launches. So when we're analyzing our shop and we're analyzing our past sales, we're following the trends of what's making us the most money. So again, inside our Profitry account, right? When we go to our listing report and we analyze our products in our listing report, we're looking at the products that are actually yielding us the most profit and letting having those be the guide for the next best renditions of products. So if we see that a certain color or a certain size is what people like the most of in a listing, so if one listing is really hot, but in that listing, it's one variation option that's making 90% of our sales, right? We will follow that KPI to inspire us for our next product. So like I said, if it's a certain color or a certain material or a certain size, right? Not only are we going to make sure that we market that unique variation option in the main image and optimize our existing listing to advertise that unique product, but we're also going to use that KPI for the next products that we're going to launch. So if that image for that product that's doing really well, that's making us the most profit, was shot in a certain way or had a certain background or has a certain color, right? Then that means that the next 10 products we're going to launch is trying to expand upon that which is already serving us. So a lot of times we like to do things at random and we just want to launch things, but a lot of times like the best data in some cases isn't looking at all your competitions, it's looking at what's actually already working in your business. Now, obviously that doesn't mean don't look at your competition. You definitely should look at your competition, but we are particularly good at letting our own data guide us for our next best future decisions. The next thing that we're really strict on is our marketing cost percentage. So you can see here that our marketing cost percentage is a little bit over 13%. So we always have our ad budget maxed out to $1,000 a day, and we are consistently tweaking the dials on our ads to ensure that our marketing cost percentage doesn't go higher than like 15%. So when I was running my first company and I didn't even pay attention to this brand because I was so busy with my other brand, when I first started looking at our ads, I was like, oh my gosh, our marketing cost percentage was 22%, which is pretty high, I would say. But you can see after we've optimized it over the years, we've gotten that cost per acquisition down to now what it is, 13%. So you can see this all inside the profit tree dashboard. And it's important for you to look at this because the idea is that the more optimized your listings become and the more indexed your products become, your marketing cost percentage should decrease over time. If it's increasing over time, that is meaning that you're not optimizing your ads properly, right? Because as your listings gain momentum, get reviews, get clicks, get add to carts, get purchases, right? You're getting more indexed in the algorithm organically as well, because ads contribute to your organic growth as well. Guys, if you don't know anything about Etsy ads, cue my Etsy ads full free training mastermind above this video so you get more information on Etsy ads. There's just a lot that goes into Etsy ads and I don't want you to just turn them on and waste a bunch of money. But the moral of the story here is that, you should clearly see that as your store becomes more and more indexed, that your marketing costs should become cheaper as your organic begins to grow. That indicates that there's a healthy engine wheel going on in your business. Now, if you see the reverse of that, that indicates that it's becoming harder for you to convert your clicks into customers. And that means it's becoming more expensive via your ads, which means there's something, normally it's not an SEO problem. I would say 7 out of 10 times it's not a keyword problem. It's a result of a product problem, and that is a problem for your business. That means that you need to rethink the actual product and designs and whatever you're selling, because it's something's not competing in the search pages basically. So yeah, that is a huge thing that we've gotten down year over year, was basically that marketing cost percentage. Hopefully we can get it down even less than 13%. Again, if you don't know anything about Etsy ads, make sure you check out that free training. Another thing that we have done is that we stopped at some point offering free shipping. So shipping for us is actually quite a big cost. So you can see here on the graph when we were offering free shipping versus when we started collecting shipping, this has helped us increase our profit margin percentage. So it increased about by like 2% by not giving away basically free shipping. Now we meet the customer kind of halfway. We cover about half of the shipping. Now, finally, because you've stayed until the end, we're going to reveal why our product line is pretty much at a plateau here and what we're actually going to do to solve this problem. So the plateau in this business and this brand particularly is that we've kind of hit a ceiling. It's a single product line at a very high price point. So because we are selling at a high price line and we're kind of hitting a ceiling for our products, meaning us launching the same product over and over again, just different materials and different sizes, isn't actually contributing to the growth of the business. So what we need to do is offer different products that have different keywords to attract new clicks and new customers for people searching for different products than what we're currently selling basically. So that's one thing that we are going to do to try to fix this, is offer different types of products to sell. That's one. Number two thing that we're going to try to do to fix this is also coming in with a low ticket offer. So right now our products are the highest price per the niche, right? So we have to sell cheaper things that have a low barrier of entry to our products so we can attract a bigger audience, right? So to bring in new customers, we have to launch different products that have different keywords in it. Because we haven't tapped into the cheaper market, we need to make cheaper things to sell. And this will broaden our basically expansion of this brand, because essentially we're at a market cap, I would argue. And you know you've hit a market cap just launching more of the same type product, you know, consistently, and in maybe just different colors, different materials or whatever, but it's not yielding a drastic increase in sales. And that's kind of what we've seen with Etsy, because our ads budget is maxed out to the max. So there's really no other way to make more money on Etsy other than launching more things. And if you're at the level of running Facebook ads and meta ads or doing any external traffic from outside of Etsy, I would never recommend that you drive that traffic to an Etsy shop, because why would you then pay for more external traffic than then pay an Etsy fee, right? Like, I would drive that traffic to your Shopify store, which I have trainings on Shopify as well, if that is something that you're curious about as well. Overall, guys, thank you so much for staying to the end. Make sure you check out Profit Tree. The link is in the description, and start seeing your profit for free today. Overall, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.